Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? Who ready? 54 miles. Not today, Ron. Not today. Easy. Switch. Hey, I want to get this.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. 4 yards the result on the first play from... Second down.
Jones in on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
14.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Redskins nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he connects with Ertz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First down, Washington.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, let's go.
Jameis now on 1st down. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, 0. Move the team. 57 to Mike. 57.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Dontari Poe. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
first down carry for Henry. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Derrick Henry, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players. Big and get things going in the excitement area.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on first down. Henry, and a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
57. Quarterback, don't get nervous. Go. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Whip. Watch the whip. Alert. Watch the shot. Hatchet. Undercrunch. Go. 4 down. Check 52. Got it. 25. Hey, easy.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
I'm going to come back to you.
Back to Mixon on first down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get that ball. Hey, turn it up. Check the backer. Six, alert.
Here's Wilson. This is the tight end Fant. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
One left. Hey, watch the lane.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
57's Mike. Here I come. 57, Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Derrick Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 9-yard line.
Ready? White 25. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Ready? Blue ready. Check 55, Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Mike, 50, go.
A first down throw for Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. It's John Simon with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. One left. Safety's creeping.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and 10, Winston. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
To throw, Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First down, Redskins.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah. Here we go. Tight right. Go 14. 3 down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Vikings.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Check.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
I'm coming. 36. There. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Check safety. Watch twist. Kill.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe, his 2nd sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Hey, 57, Mike 57. Get that quarterback. It all hurt. Mike's 57's right. No gain on this defense. No. Alert. Orbit. Good shot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Henry. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
54.
Winston now to throw on first down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys...
Touchdown, Washington! Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
23 yards, the final tally.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, Wilson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 50, check 50. Where? Hayward. Tempo.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
65 left, 65. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, get in the weight room.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin with Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
Right there, 54. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. 3rd down here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can...
And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! Joe Mixon with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Here's Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Off. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike's 57. 57's right. Let him know. Gun.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon, and he's got room. 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Joe Mixon, 40 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, it's Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He's going deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And just shedding him off there. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the ball. Shoot. Go for signal.
Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Tighten up. Check your hot read. Switch. All go special. Go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Run pass.
On the run, it's Mixon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, Mixon, and he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now it's Miller. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. One last shot now for Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their